Hello again, my friends. Welcome back to the deep dive. I'm Raven.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're on a bit of a critical mission, I'd say.
Mm.
We're diving deep, really deep into something foundational for, social success in any learning place, small talk.
Small talk. Yeah, it sounds small, but it's actually huge, isn't it?
Totally. Our source material today, it's simple, but honestly quite powerful. We've got this list, a really comprehensive one, of 50 essential conversational starters.
And they're specifically tailored for academic settings, right, for students?
Exactly. And this is where that deep dive really feels necessary.
Hmm.
Because like you said, small talk might sound, I don't know, trivial.
Yeah, like filler.
Right. But it's actually the critical lubricant. That's a good way to put it, isn't it? For relationships, academic, professional.
Absolutely. And think about it, especially if you're navigating a new language, maybe a new culture. These simple phrases, they're like anchors. They build confidence.
Spot on. Think of what we're doing today as kind of reverse engineering the social side of student life.
I like that. Reverse engineering.
Yeah, we're not just going to, read out a list of phrases.
Yeah.
We're really analyzing their tactical use.
How they work, why they work.
Exactly. Short, light conversation. How it helps you start talking to someone new or even someone you know. How it builds that immediate connection, signals friendliness.
And the key is, without diving into deep, complex stuff right away.
Precisely. The purpose is purely relational, isn't it? Building that connection easily.
So we've sorted these 50 starters into 5 key areas, yeah. Things central to student life.
We have classes, teachers, homework, exams, and campus life. 5 big ones.
And for each one, we'll look at the phrase, but also the how and why it works in that context.
That's the plan. We'll go slow, explain clearly, and give you plenty of chances to practice repeating them. Ready to jump in?
We'll do it.
Okay, let's unpack this. First category, classes.
Right. These first 10 phrases are perfect for those moments just before class starts, or right after it ends, or, just bumping into a classmate.
Focused on that immediate shared experience.
Exactly. So the most immediate one works everywhere because it's about what just happened. Phrase 1.
Phrase 1. How was today's class? Now you repeat. How was today's class?
See? Beautifully simple. It's great because the answer can be just one word, fine, hard, whatever, or they could tell you a whole story.
So it's like an easy bridge into conversation, asking about something you both just did.
Precisely. A status report on a shared experience.
And if you want a super easy way to use it, just add the subject, right? Like, how was today's math class?
Yeah.
Now you repeat, how was today's math class?
Okay, so from that general feeling, let's get a bit more specific about the content. That brings us to phrase 2.
Phrase 2. Did you understand the lecture?
Yeah.
Now you repeat, did you understand the lecture?
Now, this one's interesting. It sounds like you're checking on them, but really, it's often about checking for yourself, too.
Like, did you get something I might have missed?
Exactly. It's subtle resource pooling. If they say yes, great. Maybe you can ask a follow-up. If they say no.
Then you've found someone who's just as confused as you are.
Right. Instant bonding over shared confusion.
Makes sense. So you'd use it especially if the topic was tricky, like, did you understand the lecture on history? Now you repeat, did you understand the lecture on history? Okay, phrase 3. This one lets you compare feelings right away.
Yeah, how people felt about the difficulty.
Phrase 3. Was the class easy or difficult? Now you repeat, was the class easy or difficult?
This taps into something really basic, validation.
How so?
Well, if you found it really hard, they're like, oh yeah, me too, you instantly feel a bit better, right? Less alone.
True. And if you found it easy, but they struggled,
Then hey, maybe you can offer to help explain something, which again builds that connection, strengthens the social tie.
nice. So a quick comparison like, was the chemistry class easy or difficult? Now you repeat, was the chemistry class easy or difficult?
All right, shifting gears slightly with phrase 4. This one's less about the what and more about the how, the delivery.
Phrase 4. Did the teacher explain well today? Now you repeat, did the teacher explain well today?
Notice the wording here. It's quite polite, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not saying, was the teacher bad? You're asking about the explanation.
Exactly. It's evaluating the quality of the teaching, the pedagogy, without making it a personal attack. It's a safer way to share an opinion.
Especially maybe if a new concept was introduced or something complicated.
Spot on.
So you could focus on the method. Did the teacher explain the new grammar well today? Now you repeat. Did the teacher explain the new grammar well today? Okay. Now, phrase 5 is your lifesaver if Well, if you maybe missed class or perhaps your mind wandered a bit.
Uh-huh. Happens to everyone. This one's your anchor.
Phrase 5. What did you learn today? Now you repeat, what did you learn today?
I mean, this is just fundamental information gathering, isn't it?
Yeah, you're asking them to basically summarize the main point.
Right. Which makes sure you didn't miss the absolute core idea of the lesson. It's super practical. Very common.
And you can narrow it down, like, what did you learn today in biology? Now you repeat, what did you learn today in biology?
Okay. Often a class might start by talking about the homework from last time. Phrase 6 handles that transition nice and smoothly.
Phrase 6. Was the homework discussed in class? Now you repeat. Was the homework discussed in class?
This is all about checking off a logistical box. You need to know, right?
Yeah. Did the teacher go over the answers? Did they mention anything important about it?
Exactly. If it was discussed, you need to catch up on what was said. If it wasn't, well, you know it's still hanging over you.
So it shows you're on top of things or trying to be?
Right. Signals responsibility.
Good one to ask as you're walking out. Was the homework discussed in class today? Now you repeat. Was the homework discussed in class today? Phrase 7. This one taps into a universal student activity. Taking notes.
Oh, yeah. The struggle is real.
Phrase 7. Did you take good notes? Now you repeat. Did you take good notes?
Again, like phrase 2, this is often about resource pooling. But look how it's phrased.
It sounds like a compliment almost. Like, I bet your notes are good.
Exactly. It's a really friendly lead-in to potentially asking down the line, hey, could I maybe glance at those? But without being too direct up front.
Smooth. Okay, so maybe for a class known for having tons of info. Did you take good notes in English class? Oh, now you repeat. Did you take good notes in English class?
All right, phrase 8 shifts away from, like, grades and difficulty and just focuses on pure engagement, enjoyment.
Phrase 8. Was the class interesting today? Now you repeat. Was the class interesting today? This feels important for actually building friendships, not just study partnerships. Talking about whether you actually enjoyed the time you just spent together.
Totally. Was that hour or hour and a half worth the brain power?
Yeah. And if they say, yes, great, you've got something positive to chat about.
And if they say, nah, not really, well, sharing a small complaint can actually build connection, too. Shared experience again.
Good point. So maybe for subjects that really depend on being engaging, was the literature class interesting today? Now you repeat. Was the literature class interesting today? Okay, phrase 9 is purely practical, all about future work.
Yep, logistics.
Phrase 9. Do we have any group work? Now you repeat. Do we have any group work?
This little question can have a big impact, right?
Oh, yeah. Suddenly your evening plans might change drastically.
Exactly. It's that immediate check. Is there teamwork required? Do I need to coordinate with people later?
Makes sense to link it to the subject. Do we have any group work in science class? Oh. Now you repeat. Do we have any group work in science class?
And the last one for this section, phrase 10, the ultimate practical check-in.
Phrase 10. When is the next class? Now you repeat. When is the next class? Okay, this seems pretty basic, but it does a couple of things, doesn't it?
Yeah, first, obviously, it confirms the schedule. Pure utility, make sure you know when to show up next.
Right, but maybe it also subtly signals that you care about the class, that you're planning on being there for the next one.
Could be. It's short, super direct, and just essential for staying organized.
And for clarity, add the subject. When is the next physics class? Now you repeat. When is next physics class? Oh, okay. Great job, everyone. That's our first 10. All about classes. We looked at how they work for logistics, for checking in socially.
Yeah, really functional stuff.
Yeah.
Now moving on to section 2, teachers.
Right. And talking about teachers, well, it needs a slightly different approach, doesn't it? A bit more tact.
Definitely. Politeness is key here. And you're often feeling out shared opinions, comparing judgments. Cultural norms play a big role too.
How so?
Well, in some places, openly criticizing a teacher, even mildly, is really frowned upon. So these phrases are designed to let you share thoughts respectfully.
Got it. Okay, let's start with a really general one. Phrase 11. Phrase 11. Do you like our teacher? Now you repeat. Do you like our teacher?
So this is the most basic starting point, isn't it? Just asking for their overall feeling.
Yeah, and it's open-ended. They can say something positive.
Or if they hesitate or say they're okay, that kind of signals maybe there are some issues, and you could potentially discuss that more.
So just simply, do you like our English teacher? Now you repeat. Do you like our English teacher?
Building on that personal feeling, phrase 12 gets more specific about their personality, their manner.
Phrase 12. Is the teacher kind? Um. Now you repeat. Is the teacher kind? Kindness. That feels really important, especially if you're struggling and might need help.
Exactly. It's about approachability. Does this teacher seem like someone who will actually help you if you ask? It's kind of a measure of their empathy.
So you might ask, is the math teacher kind? No, you repeat. Is the math teacher kind? Okay. Phrase 13 tackles something really core to the job of teaching itself.
Functionality, basically.
Phrase 13, does the teacher give clear instructions? Now you repeat. Does the teacher give clear instructions?
See, this is less about liking them as a person and more about, well, can they do the job efficiently?
Yeah, clear instructions are everything if you don't understand what you're supposed to do.
Right, and if the answer is no, or not really, then you've immediately found common ground with your classmate, a shared problem you might even try to figure out together.
Good point. Useful when maybe a big project is assigned. Does the science teacher give clear instructions? Twice, and you repeat. Does the science teacher give clear instructions?
And then there's the classic student concern, phrase 14.
Phrase 14, is the teacher strict? And now you repeat, is the teacher strict? Strictness. Yeah, that usually means things like deadlines, how tough the grading is, sticking to rules in class.
Exactly. Asking this helps you manage your expectations for the class. How much formality is needed? How careful do you need to be?
So you might ask, is the chemistry teacher strict? Now you repeat, is the chemistry teacher strict? Now, phrase 15 touches on something especially practical, maybe for language learners, but really for anyone.
Oh yeah, processing speed.
Phrase 15, does the teacher speak fast? And now you repeat, does the teacher speak fast?
This is a great way to find solidarity, isn't it? If you're struggling to keep up, asking this is a gentle way to see if others feel the same.
Yeah, it's not really complaining, just stating a fact and seeing if it's a shared difficulty.
Exactly. Non-confrontational.
So, focusing on speed. Does the history teacher speak fast? Now you repeat. Does the history teacher speak fast?
Okay, phrase 16 shifts away from just evaluating the teacher and moves towards personal taste, personal preference.
Phrase 16. Who is your favorite teacher? Now you repeat. Who is your favorite teacher? This feels like a really positive, friendly question. High rapport, as you said.
It really is. You're inviting them to share something positive, maybe tell a little story about why they like that teacher. It can open the door to talking more about what subjects you both enjoy.
Nice. Keep it general, maybe. Who is your favorite teacher this year? I love you. Now you repeat. Who is your favorite teacher this year? Expectator. Okay, back to more practical matters. Phrase 17 connects the teacher directly to the workload they assign.
Yep, the homework factor.
Phrase 17. Does the teacher give a lot of homework? Now you repeat. Does the teacher give a lot of homework?
Homework load. It's a constant comparison point for students, isn't it?
Totally. Is this class the reason I have no free time?
Exactly. So asking, this is a quick way to gauge if your own feeling of being overloaded is shared, or if this teacher is maybe assigning more than others. Uses the teacher as the benchmark.
So, a simple check. Does the teacher give a lot of homework in English?
Now, you repeat, does the teacher give a lot of homework in English?
All right, phrase 18 brings in another personality element, something beyond just teaching skill.
Phrase 18, is the teacher funny? Now you repeat, is the teacher funny?
Humor can make such a difference in a classroom atmosphere, can't it?
Oh, definitely. If the teacher can crack a joke, even if the subject is tough, it often makes the whole experience feel lighter, more enjoyable.
So this is just a really light, easy conversation starter.
Exactly, like asking, is the geography teacher funny?
Now you repeat, is the geography teacher funny? Okay, phrase 19 takes the conversation outside of the actual class time.
Looking at support beyond the schedule.
Phrase 19, does the teacher help after class? Now you repeat, does the teacher help after class?
This is super practical small talk, right? It's
Yeah.
all about accessibility.
Yeah, does the teacher have office hours? Are they willing to stick around for a minute if you have a quick question?
Exactly. Knowing this is vital, especially if you're finding a subject difficult or starting to prep for an exam.
You could even be specific about why you're asking. Does the teacher help after class with difficult topics? All right, now you repeat. Does the teacher help after class with difficult topics?
And the last one for teachers, phrase 20. This kind of elevates the discussion, focusing on their actual skills.
Phrase 20, what subject does the teacher teach best? Now you repeat. What subject does the teacher teach best? I like this one. It's framed positively. You're asking about their strengths.
Exactly. It steers away from potential negativity or complaints and focuses on appreciating their professional abilities. Where do they really shine?
Good way to compare, maybe if they teach multiple things. What subject does the teacher teach best, math or physics? Now you repeat. What subject does the teacher teach best? Phew. Well done. That's teachers covered. We looked at how to talk about them respectfully, share opinions, compare notes.
Nicely navigated. Okay, let's transition to section 3, homework.
Ah, homework. The bread and butter of student small talk.
Pretty much. It's fast, it's functional, it's often necessary just to keep up.
Yeah, the conversation here is usually pretty direct, I find.
It is. It's often about checking accountability. Did I miss something? Or maybe trying to get some help or work together.
Okay, kicking off with the absolute most common one, phrase 21. Phrase 21. Have you finished the homework? Now you repeat. Have you finished the homework?
This is it, isn't it? The classic status check. Did you get it done?
Yeah, and the answer immediately tells you if they're caught up. Maybe if there's someone you can ask questions later if you're stuck.
Exactly. Signals their current status.
So, you can specify which homework. Have you finished the math homework? Now you repeat. Have you finished the math homework?
Okay. Phrase 22. This is about seeking that shared feeling again, maybe some emotional relief.
Phrase 22. Was the homework difficult? No. Now you repeat. Was the homework difficult? This works like a quick poll, doesn't it? If everyone you ask says, oh yeah, it was brutal.
Then maybe the pressure to get a perfect score feels a little less intense, and it validates your own struggle if you found it hard too. Shared difficulty again.
So, check in quickly. Was the history homework difficult? Well, now you repeat. Was the history homework difficult? Okay, phrase 23 is more practical, gauging the effort involved.
Time management is everything for students.
Phrase 23. How long did the homework take? Now you repeat. How long did the homework take?
This question helps you benchmark, right?
Yeah.
Estimate how much time you might need to set aside for it.
Or compare notes. If it took your friend 30 minutes and it took you 3 hours.
Yeah, that might suggest you need to look at how you're approaching it, or maybe they found a shortcut, or maybe they just rushed it.
True. So, just asking, how long did the English homework take? Now you repeat. How long did the English homework take?
Phrase 24 gets at a really crucial first step before you even start the work sometimes.
Phrase 24. Did you understand the homework questions? Now, you repeat. Did you understand the homework questions?
Yeah. Sometimes the instructions are the hardest part, not the actual task.
Exactly. This helps figure out if the problem was understanding what to do versus struggling with doing it, a failure of comprehension versus execution.
Good distinction. Useful to ask proactively. Did you understand the homework questions in science? Okay, phrase 25. This one is a direct invitation.
The collaboration starter.
Phrase 25. Can we do the homework together? Now you repeat. Can we do the homework together?
Doesn't get much simpler or more direct than that, does it?
Nope. Straight to the point. Asking for teamwork.
And it immediately shifts the small talk into potential shared action. Doing something together is a really powerful way to build relationships in school.
Makes sense. So, a polite request. Can we do the English homework together? Now you repeat. Can we do the English homework together?
All right, phrase 26 checks on the end of the homework cycle. What happened to it after you handed it in?
Phrase 26. Did the teacher check the homework? Now you repeat. Did the teacher check the homework?
Oh.
So this is about accountability again. Did they just glance at it? Did they collect it? Was it graded?
Exactly. It tells you how seriously that assignment was taken, which might influence how much effort you put into the next one.
So asking maybe, did the teacher check the math homework today? Now you repeat. Did the teacher check the math homework today? Now, phrase 27. This one feels like it could lead to a more detailed chat.
Yeah, it's a great example of an open-ended question.
Phrase 27. What was the hardest part of the homework? Now you repeat. What was the hardest part of the homework? See, unlike just asking, was it hard? Which is often just a yes/no. This one requires specifics.
Ah, so they have to actually think about it and pinpoint a problem.
Right. Which naturally leads to a real conversation about the content. You might end up explaining something to them or them to you. Mutual learning, shared problem solving. Very effective.
So, specify the assignment. What was the hardest part of the physics homework? Way. Now you repeat. What was the hardest part of the physics homework?
Okay, phrase 28 is back to a quick, practical status update.
Phrase 28. Did you write all the answers? Now you repeat. Did you write all the answers? Just a simple check, right? Did you finish everything? Did you skip any questions?
Yep, low-effort comparison. Helps you quickly see if maybe you missed a question or a whole section by accident.
Like a completion check. Did you write all the answers for the literature homework? Phrase 29 deals with probably the most crucial piece of homework logistics.
The deadline. Always the deadline.
Phrase 29. When is the homework due? Now you repeat, when is the homework due?
Confusion over due dates is.
Well, it's universal, isn't it?
Absolutely. So this is just super practical, really time sensitive. Everyone appreciates getting this confirmed.
Helps keep everyone on track, avoid late penalties, essential stuff.
Good to be precise. When is the homework due for history class? Now you repeat. When is the homework due for history class?
And lastly for homework, phrase 30. This looks forward to new work.
Phrase 30. Do we have new homework today? Now you repeat. Do we have new homework today? This is like the final check before you mentally clock out of class mode, right?
Exactly. Did the teacher assign something right at the end that I might have missed while packing my bag?
Good conversational reminder for everyone. Ensures nobody overlooks a new task.
Connected to the class you just had. Do we have new homework today in English?
Now you repeat. Do we have new homework today in English? Excellent work. That wraps up homework, the engine driving a lot of student life.
It really is.
Okay.
Okay, next up, the big one. Section 4, exams. Exams. Yeah, this is definitely high-stakes small talk. Lots of anxiety. Talk about preparation, predicting the future.
And the nature of the talk changes, doesn't it? Before the exam, it's all logistics and prep. Afterwards, it's much more emotional, evaluative. Knowing that helps pick the right phrase.
Good point. Okay, let's start before the exam with the most critical piece of info, phrase 31. Phrase 31. When is the exam? Now you repeat. When is the exam?
Simple confirmation. Everyone should know, but asking reinforces it for the group.
And it's also a bit of an anxiety check, isn't it? Reminding everyone how close or far it is.
Totally. The closer the date, the higher the collective stress level usually goes.
So just to confirm, when is the English exam? Now you repeat. When is the English exam?
Okay, phrase 32 checks on where people are in their preparation journey.
Phrase 32. Have you started studying? Now you repeat. Have you started studying? This question, it feels like it's often about making yourself feel better or maybe getting motivated.
Could be. It's often about normalizing procrastination. Oh, good, you haven't started either. Or, yeah, peer pressure. If your friend has started, maybe it lights a fire under you.
Small talk is a motivational tool. Interesting.
Yeah. So, asking, have you started studying for the math exam?
You repeat. Have you started studying for the math exam? Phrase 33 is crucial for focusing that studying, checking the scope.
Knowing what's actually going to be on the test. Paramount.
Phrase 33, what topics will be on the exam? Now you repeat, what topics will be on the exam?
This is purely tactical. You need to know the boundaries. Did I study the wrong chapter? Are they only testing the second half of the course?
Absolutely essential to confirm this with classmates, make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yep.
So be specific. What topics will be on the science exam? Now you repeat, what topics will be on the science exam?
Okay, phrase 34 addresses the elephant in the room before any big test.
Stress, nerves, yeah. Phrase 34, are you nervous about the exam? Now you repeat, are you nervous about the exam?
This is such a powerful connecting phrase. It acknowledges and validates that shared anxiety.
Yeah, knowing you're not the only one feeling stressed makes a huge difference. It feels less isolating.
Totally. And it opens the door for more supportive conversation, maybe sharing coping strategies.
Good one when the pressure feels really high. Are you nervous about the history exam? Now you repeat, are you nervous about the history exam? Okay, phrase 35 is about gathering intel, learning from others.
Finding out what study strategies actually work for people.
Phrase 35, how do you prepare for exams? Now you repeat, how do you prepare for exams?
This is another great open-ended one. It encourages the other person to actually share their techniques, their methods.
So you're moving beyond just sharing feelings to actually learning practical study skills from your peers.
Exactly. Seeking useful methodology.
Good to ask about subjects that need specific strategies. How do you prepare for exams in literature? Now you repeat, how do you prepare for exams in literature?
All right, phrase 36 sets up a friendly comparison between two common approaches.
Phrase 36. Do you prefer group study or self-study? Now you repeat. Do you prefer group study or self-study? This feels like a nice, light debate starter. People often have strong opinions on this.
They do. It lets you share your own preference and hear why someone else chooses their method. Gives you insight into their learning style.
Yeah. Are they someone who thrives on discussion or needs quiet focus?
Exactly. So asking, do you prefer group study or self-study for physics?
Now you repeat. Do you prefer group study or self-study for physics? Phrase 37. Back to critical logistics, especially right before the exam day itself.
Timing is everything.
Phrase 37. What time does the exam start? Now you repeat. What time does the exam start?
Seems simple, but confirming this avoids potentially disastrous mistakes, like showing up late or to the wrong room.
Especially if exam schedules are different from regular class times, essential practical small talk.
Definitely.
So double check. What time does the English exam start? Now you repeat. What time does the English exam start?
Okay, phrase 38 is like a little nudge, a reminder of good study habits.
Phrase 38. Did you review your notes? Now you repeat. Did you review your notes? This feels like a quick mental check-in. Could be for yourself, or as a gentle, encouraging question to a friend who's maybe feeling unprepared.
Yeah, prompts that one last look over, that final mental sweep before you go in.
Link it to the specific class notes. Did you review your notes for biology? Now you repeat. Did you review your notes for biology? Yeah. Okay, now we shift. The exam is over, the pressure's off, mostly. Let's talk post-exam, starting with phrase 39.
The immediate release valve question.
Phrase 39, how was the exam? Now you repeat, how was the exam?
This has to be the single most common question uttered in the hallway right after an exam finishes.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone wants to immediately debrief, vent, share how impossible that one question was.
Or maybe express some cautious optimism. It's that first chance to process the experience together.
So right in the moment,
Yeah.
how was the math exam? Now you repeat, how was the math exam?
And the final one for exams, phrase 40. This one tries to gauge how people are feeling about their performance.
Phrase 40, do you think you passed?
Meh.
Now you repeat, do you think you passed? This feels a little sensitive, maybe, asking for their personal guess.
It can be, yeah. But notice it asks what they think, not what grade did you get. It keeps it in the realm of speculation, belief.
So it's lighter, allows for shared guessing and hoping before the actual results come out.
Exactly. Light small talk about confidence levels.
So as a final check-in, do you think you passed the English exam? Now you repeat, do you think you passed the English exam? Okay, that covers the intense world of exam talk. We've seen how these phrases manage the logistics, the stress, the preparation, the aftermath.
Handle the pressure. Right, our final section, section 5, campus life.
Yes. Moving away from specific classes and grades and more into the general environment, fitting in social life at school.
And this kind of small talk about campus life, it can often be a bit deeper, relationally,
How so?
because it touches on personal preferences, lifestyle choices, how you interact with the shared physical space. It helps define who you are within that school community.
Makes sense. Okay, let's start broad, welcoming, with phrase 41. Phrase 41. Do you like our campus? Now you repeat. Do you like our campus?
This is a really safe, friendly opener, isn't it? Asking for an opinion about the physical place itself.
Yeah, it's external, and liking the campus is often a big part of feeling comfortable somewhere.
Definitely. A prerequisite for settling in.
You could add a little observation to make it warmer. Do you like our campus? It looks green and peaceful. Now you repeat. Do you like our campus? It looks green and peaceful.
Okay, phrase 42 gets a bit more personal, into routines and habits within that space.
Phrase 42. Where do you usually sit? Now you repeat. Where do you usually sit? This seems like a small detail, but knowing someone's routine spot.
It helps you find them later. Or just understand their habits. Do they like being in the middle of things or prefer a quiet corner? Small details build connection.
Good point. Specify the time, maybe. Where do you usually sit during lunch break? Now you repeat. Where do you usually sit during lunch break? Phrase 43 is about the current conditions of a shared resource.
Tactical small talk again. Assessing usability.
Phrase 43. Is the library crowded today? What? Now you repeat. Is the library crowded today?
Super practical. You need to know if the main study space is packed before you trek all the way over there.
Yeah, helps you decide if you need a plan B for studying.
Exactly.
So maybe asking about a specific time. Is the library crowded today in the afternoon? Now you repeat. Is the library crowded today in the afternoon?
All right, phrase 44 ventures outside the purely academic side of campus life.
Phrase 44, do you go to the sports ground? Now you repeat. Do you go to the sports ground? Asking about activities beyond classes. This feels like a step towards actual friendship, identifying shared interests.
Definitely. Are they into sports? Do they just go there to relax? It opens up conversation about hobbies outside the required curriculum.
Ask about timing. Do you go to the sports ground after school? Now you repeat. Do you go to the sports ground after school? Phrase 45 is key for finding out about deeper involvement, social integration.
Extracurriculars, where community often gets built.
Phrase 45. Have you joined any clubs? Now you repeat. Have you joined any clubs?
This lets people talk about their passions, their commitments beyond just showing up for lectures. Debate club, music, volunteering.
Reveals more about their personality and where they choose to spend their time.
Right.
Good to give examples. Have you joined any clubs like debate or music?
Hmm.
Now you repeat. Have you joined any clubs like debate or music?
Phrase 46. Back to basics. Very practical, very social.
Phrase 46. Where do you usually eat lunch? Now you repeat. Where do you usually eat lunch? Food. Always a good connector.
Always. This question is super common. It often leads to making plans. Oh, me too, let's grab a table. Or just sharing recommendations about where the good food is on campus. Low stakes, easy info sharing.
Good way to contrast options. Where do you usually eat lunch, cafeteria, or outside? Now you repeat. Where do you usually eat lunch, cafeteria, or outside? Okay. Phrase 47 touches on well-being, managing the stress of student life.
Finding those pockets of peace and quiet.
Phrase 47. Is there a good place to relax? Now you repeat. Is there a good place to relax?
This signals you're looking for downtime, a break from the hustle. It's a friendly way to tap into local knowledge. Where are the hidden quiet spots?
Yeah, asking for recommendations for peaceful places.
Exactly.
Use it when you need a break. Is there a good place to relax between classes? Now you repeat. Is there a good place to relax between classes?
All right, phrase 48 opens up. Talk about the fun stuff, the planned social activity.
Or phrase 48. Do you like the campus events? Now you repeat. Do you like the campus events? Moves the chat beyond the daily grind, right? Into the social calendar, the special programs.
Yeah, things like cultural nights, guest speakers, concerts. These are shared experiences that create collective memories. Asking about them taps into that social atmosphere.
Good to add examples. Do you like the campus events, like cultural nights? No, you repeat. Do you like the campus events, like cultural nights? Phrase 49 is purely functional. Navigation, finding information.
Essential wayfinding.
Phrase 49. Where can I find the notice board? Now you repeat. Where can I find the notice board?
Even now, with everything digital, those physical notice boards often have crucial official updates, exam schedules, club signups.
So asking this shows you're trying to stay informed through official channels. Practical, direct.
Yep.
Specify what you're looking for. Where can I find the notice board for exam schedules? Now you repeat. Where can I find the notice board for exam schedules?
And our final phrase for campus life, number 50. This one's a lovely closer, really personal.
Phrase 50. What's your favorite place on campus? Okay. Now you repeat. What's your favorite place on campus? This invites a more reflective answer, doesn't it? Often involves a story or a positive feeling about a specific spot.
It really does. It gets people talking about places they have a genuine emotional connection to. Super effective for building that deeper personal rapport.
Nice touch to share your own, too. What's your favorite place on campus? Mine is the garden. Now you repeat. What's your favorite place on campus? Mine is the garden.
Wow. Okay. We actually did it. That's 50 small talk starters analyzed across all 5 of those key areas: classes, teachers, homework, exams, and campus life. Fantastic job sticking with us.
Yeah, well done, everyone. And remember, we didn't just list phrases. We really unpacked the why and how behind them, the structure, the purpose.
Absolutely. And the big takeaway here, I think, is that small talk, it's not just filler. It's not meaningless chat.
Not at all. It's strategic. It's a social tool. Every single one of these 50 phrases acts like a little anchor, doesn't it?
An anchor, I like that, a starting point.
Yeah, way to move a conversation from just, necessary interaction about school stuff towards maybe a more genuine connection, from transactional to relational.
You definitely improved your English today just by focusing with us on how these phrases work, their context. But the real confidence boost, that comes from actually using them. Oh, 100%. You've got to put them into practice. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it might never come.
So here's a little challenge for you, our listeners. This week, try to consciously pick just maybe three of these phrases we talked about today.
Just 3. And actually use them in real life with a classmate, maybe before class, after class, talking about homework.
Maybe start with a simple logistical one, like asking when something is due. Then try one that shares an opinion, like asking if a class was interesting.
And then maybe try a more personal one, like asking about a favorite spot on campus or a preferred study method. Baby steps. Practice is truly the only way to get comfortable and make these phrases feel natural coming from you.
Exactly. Knowing these simple starters, it really does help break the ice. It makes those initial moments less awkward, helps normalize any anxiety you might feel. It just makes starting a conversation easier and maybe even fun.
It can be. Be brave, give it a try, start talking, and you'll likely see those connections start to form. And maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on. We talked about how these academic small talk phrases work. But what do you think is the fastest way they actually transition from just small talk into real personal friendship? Is it bonding over the shared stress of exams and homework? Or is it connecting over the lighter stuff, the shared fun, the campus life chat?
Hmm, that's a great question to ponder. Stress bonding versus fun bonding.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me, Rabin, for this deep dive into essential English small talk.
My pleasure.
We really hope this was helpful for you. Keep practicing, and I look forward to seeing you again for our next deep dive. Goodbye for now.